Praise the Lord, dear friends, and hope you are all doing well. Chapter 7 is very interesting. When I read this, it's like, God, all these events are taking place, and how is heaven responding to? You see, when you read chapter 7 and you meditate on it, and I would suggest you to meditate on it. I'm also no biblical scholar to be sharing all this, but it's God's grace that we have been told to share the gospel. And so there's just a small attempt to be doing so. So when you read chapter 7, you can see that there's a great silence, and which is part of the seventh seal, right? It's not much spoken of. But what you see there is that heaven is preparing for the next event. And so when the seventh seal is, when the Lamb opens the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. Now, half an hour, it's not necessarily the half an hour that the world calculates. God's timing is different. So that's another area where you can meditate that what is this half an hour? The judgments that lead up to the close of tribulation are now visible in the scroll and are so severe that a solemn silence falls upon all heaven. And so the seventh seal, it obviously, introduces us to the next series of judgments. For John immediately sees seven angels who are handed seven trumpets to sound. And an eighth angel, he takes a censer and burns much incense in it. We have traditional churches that do this in the churches. While doing the while reading the Nicene Creed at that time, they would be taking censer and burning it and much incense and spreading the fragrance around. All these are symbolic things. What was seen in the heavens is being done on earth. Okay, so then the angel took the same censer, filled it with fire from the altar, and hurled it on the earth. And there came then, what comes out then? Are peals of thunder, rumblings, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. You see, the God of gods, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, Jesus, if he's going to come on the earth, of course, it cannot be a natural event. There's going to be many things that are going to be coming up there. And so once the seven seal judgments are finished, the next part of the tribulation featuring the seven trumpet judgments, it is ready to begin. You see, trumpet means it is something that announces, that proclaims, that says, look, behold, attention, catches attention. Some announcement is going to be there. Similarly, God uses the word trumpet. Revelations says about trumpets in saying that some announcement is going to come to the world. Be prepared. Okay, so the seven seals are one of a series of end-time judgment from God, and the seals are described in Revelation 6, and if you read 7, 8 also. In John's vision, the seven seals, they hold closed a scroll in heaven, and as each seal is broken, a new judgment is unleashed on the earth. Following the seal judgments are the trumpet judgments and the bowls or the vial judgments. I would like to ask you a question here. What is the seal of God? And also, let's know, what do you understand by apocalypse? So keep watching this video and you'll be enlightened. And may God help you to delve more into the word. Now, as we read chapter 7, we see that there is a great silence, and the select 144,000 and the multitude arising from the tribulation of all races, languages, traditions, etc. have been chosen. Now, after this happens, as I was referring to you, as I was speaking to you, that the seventh seal, it introduces the seven trumpet judgments. So the trumpets, they include hail and fire that destroy much of the plant life in the world. Read Revelations 8 onwards. Much of the world's aquatic life is destroyed. Darkening of the sun and moon takes place. Plague of demonic locusts that torture the unsaved, and the march of the demonic army that kills one third of humanity can also be seen in Revelations 9. So, seventh trumpet calls for seven angels who carry the seven bowls of God's wrath. And the bowl judgments include painful sores afflicting humanity, death of every living thing in the sea, turning and intensifying of the sun's heat, great, darkness and intensification of sores from the first bowl, and a devastating earthquake followed by giant hailstones. Together, the seals, trumpets, and bowls of the end times, they comprise a great day of God's wrath and serve to judge the Antichrist kingdom of wickedness. And you can see that as you read in Revelations further, that all these events that are taking place is also simultaneously when the Antichrist kingdom is being established on this earth. So I hope this video was useful and you would have understood a few things out of this here. And may God help you to understand and prepare yourself for His coming. God bless you.